Well, welcome, salutations. Here we are on another exciting episode of John Wilkes Booth. And can you see our sign? It's backwards, so just turn your head backwards to see it. It's beautiful.
My fat ass is standing in the way of it.
We got on our show.
Or what?
I'm trying to get the show going, so
Okay.
check comments.
Well, maybe we should tell the people what the show is while we're sitting here live on the broadcast. We are coming at you tonight with our show called Ass, Gas, or Grass. Nobody rides for free. Special edition to you for gasoline and 420. And maybe we'll even talk about some cars in the Ass, Gas, or Grass episode. So I am Philip McCravis. I am joined, as always, by Jasonda, the man, the myth, the legend, the one who'll take off his shirt and shake his belly if you ask him to or not. We also got resident rocker in the house, Scotty, too hottie. He'll party his ass off. He'll drink you under the table, and then he'll rip your face off with a guitar solo or harmonica. Not harmonica, harmonica.
Both. Whores and Hermines.
Whores and Hermines. And we're coming to you from the illustrious, the legendary Frank and Tony's patio on a Monday. They got the $2 beers, $2 gigantic beers, and $5 pizzas starting at 7 o'clock. And we're starting at 6:30-ish.
Right.
Our special
Mark
time.
Larkey in the house. Magic Matt in the house.
Magic Matt in the house. Our sports correspondent. Our special Browns backer.
Right.
Yeah, we got a pretty nice peanut gallery today. So come on, stop on down.
Congratulations on your new account for your detailing company.
Congratulations to BAM Detailing, scoring a great account. Bam, there it is.
Yeah.
I don't normally talk like this all the time. I only get my radio voice on when they see my face and like, oh my God, that's ugly. Let's see what his
He's
voice
got my
is
phone
do.
over there, and he's ripping into the Abraham drinking telecast with some comments.
Oh, that's right.
Do us out real quick. Rotate the camera just a little bit towards Scott. So a little bit towards Scott.
All right, well, keep talking and I'll keep turning.
Cool.
So anyways.
So we got
ass.
What do we got? Gas, grass.
We got all the important life topics about like shit that's going on in the world, and
Nice.
then we have last night's fucking shit show of ideas.
written on an old bracket.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, Scott was barely on it, so we're good now.
There's all our
Okay.
girls that were supposed to be on that are late. We got their cars towed. What the hell happened?
Yeah, they weren't offering Ass, Gas, or Grass for a ride to the
okay.
show, so
All
they
right.
had to figure another means.
They'll
to
have
get
to
here.
learn the hard way.
That is correct. I heard there's going to be some story time coming for us next week about all the debauchery from this week. But I guess what we got to decide right now, are we going to do the serious, very important topics on the front side, or are we going to flip over to the back side and get wanton destruction levied indiscriminately? Jasonda, what do you think about our topics on the front side and on the back side of the page?
The back side is a total fucking shit show. The front side is the back side. Honestly, is super interesting because it's a shit show. But the front side, yeah, there's some things on there that are pretty legit.
All right, Jasonda, you're on the spot. Why don't you go ahead and pick a topic from the front side or the back side, and we'll rap about it for a little bit, and then we'll go on to Scotty too hottie with this selection.
I was going to go check the audio real quick.
Okay.
Well, maybe someone for our peanut gallery can check the audio for us.
Yeah, check the audio for us, please, pretty please.
Or you could pass over the phone and have him put it up to his ear.
Shit.
Yeah.
Hey, we got IT and peanut gallery
I've been
all in
replaced.
one.
Good?
All
Good.
right, we
Hey.
got the
Okay.
we got the
Be
big
good.
thumbs up from
Thank
the
you,
big man in the
Thank
peanut
you,
gallery.
Moggy Bear.
Hey, there it is. All right, Jasonda, I'm putting the onus on you. Pick a topic and let's go.
Good topic.
Okay. So I know that the ladies were not on the show tonight, but what if I want to ask a question that we were going to ask the ladies?
Well, then what the hell are we going to ask them next week?
All right.
Oh, God damn it.
All right,
Okay,
John.
fine.
All right, John.
Pick
Tuck
one question.
Tuck
then.
it back and ask a lady question.
Do nice guys really finish last?
What kind of finishing?
And that's why I said yesterday, it's subjective. Do nice guys finish last?
Well, it doesn't matter as long as you finish.
Doesn't matter how fast you run the race. The tortoise and the hare.
There was that Facebook meme, and it said, he asked me if I came, and I said no. And then someone below that said, you coming doesn't have anything to do with reproduction. If God doesn't care about you, why should I?
Ooh, brutal. And that's the first of the new segment called Brutality, when John says something gross or epic or both.
Awful lot of brutality on the show.
Brutality.
Had to end it with the fatality.
Maybe we could end it with our secret handshake.
Okay. All right. So, okay, let's get into, we were talking yesterday about gasoline and shit. Like, gasoline and shit.
Gasolina.
So
Gasoline.
we got in a conversation yesterday, and it was talking about some people believe that the gas prices is kind of price gouging.
Yeah, we're kind of skipping over the intro here. Gas. It's expensive. Have you seen them gas prices recently? $3.75 at the pump. How the hell can anybody pay $3.75 and still afford to drive back and forth to their job or drive for maybe a delivery service when their money's going down because people are being cheap, but the gas prices are going up and up and up? How have the gas prices affected you, both of you gentlemen, these past couple of weeks and maybe
literally drive out to Garfield Heights for work, so just that extra 20, 30, 40 cents, it puts a big hamper on my wallet because, I'm filling my fuel tank up.
20, 40 cents?
I'm saying, like, when it goes up like 20 to 40 cents a gallon,
Okay.
you know what I mean? Like, that shit adds up.
Yeah.
I mean, I only have a 12-gallon tank in my car, but even then, that shit adds up, Extra $5, $10 to fill your gas tank, like, that's fucking beer money. That's a day of food.
what's $5 to $10 between friends?
Food. He just said.
Yeah. $5 pizzas at Frank and Tony's on Mondays after 7.
Yeah.
That's 2 pizzas.
There you go.
Right.
Don't drive. Walk up here. You can save that gas money. You get some pizzas and beer.
Yeah. This is all directly result of the Echo Green scam they got going on. And, we could have cheap gas. When it comes to gas for me, you already heard the state of Texas say we could supply the United States ourselves alone at least for the next years. And that's just Texas. So lower the gas prices.
Well, yeah, they decided not to build that pipeline early in that
Right.
one president's term recently.
Right. And then the greenheads argue, well, that thing is in progress bill. Well, that's why they're getting the money for the speculation of it being billed for the payoff. It's this gas should be cheap. It's just another way to scam people. That's all it really is.
Well, okay, so that brings me to my next point, that gas, actually, relative to other things, is actually kind of cheap. Because do you remember circa 2007 when the gas prices were $4 and above? And now here we are, 17 years later, and we still haven't hit the $4 threshold. So in relative terms, gas hasn't gone up, such as some other products that go up and up and up and never go back down. So in relative terms, gas is actually still cheap, although it's a psychological effect. Because have you guys gone to the casino recently and played a slot machine?
Yeah.
When you're playing the slot machine, you put your money in, and you get a big winner. It goes ding, 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 and like all of a sudden your money's coming out, and like, oh my gosh, I'm winning. I feel great. I feel amazing. Look at all this money. Well, a gas pump is basically just a slot machine in reverse. You're sitting there and you're watching the money tick up, like, oh my god, I'm losing. And you psychologically you're thinking, I'm losing so much money by getting this gas. But no one really bats an eyelash when the price of a new car goes up. People buy a new truck. Was it $70,000, $80,000? Luxury car, electric car, $100,000. But then the gas price goes up, 20 cents, and everyone loses their goddamn mind.
Yeah, but like we were talking about yesterday, when it comes down to like the luxury car, you're spending the money because you're getting features in that car, like very high technology features. Like, I mean, some of these cars have fucking massaging seats, so you're paying for the amenities of the car. The gas prices go up, you're not paying for anything different. You're paying for the same necessity that you need to get from A to B.
Yeah, it's a supply and demand type of a thing. It's just like any other commodity. Have you guys seen the price of gold? The price of gold is up over $2,000 an ounce. But I was like, oh, yeah, we're still going to buy jewelry. We're still going to be walking around in our gold chains. We're still going to be getting our diamond fronts on our teeth. And everyone's like, yeah, that's cool. But gas price goes up 20 cents. Oh, my frickin' God. Cheers. Let's bring it in. Cheers for high gas prices.
Cheers. Yeah, for high gas prices. Yeah.
Gold teeth.
Some great to
And
fucking
stupid
cheers
people
to.
keep paying. Yeah,
I have to. I don't have a choice.
Yeah, a lot of those cars and those features and all that, it's all on payment anyway, so there's no, it's not like they're paying it off in full. And a lot of factors goes into it. The bottom line is they're going to start with the gas prices because travel season's coming up. You were speaking about the $4 threshold. It's coming. And I get you, they're going to keep it like $3.93, and it's based on location. The gas prices are out of control. It's a scam. And what pisses people really...
Well, how is it a scam, though?
Well, what pisses people off, because why people get so aggravated, is you one day it's $3.23, and the next day you go to the pump and it's $3.57 or something. And it's like, how could it be like 30 cents overnight? And then you got to sit there and add it by dollar. I always say by dollar. $1 you put in, that's a 30-cent increase, and then you shove $20 in the tank, you do the math, and then there's what John said, there's my lunch.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Because
Yep.
he has to drive to get to work, to earn his money, to pay his bills. And it just becomes, it's an inconsistent thing, like you said, pulling the slot, or hitting the slot button because you don't pull anymore. It's just like, it gets to be frustrating. It gets very frustrating.
Oh, yeah.
Lower the gas prices. Fuck you, you scam artist.
Okay, but how is it a scam, though?
It isn't. It is, but it isn't because it's all fluctuation. Supply. It's all different in different areas, like you said, supply and demand. And they're doing all this to like systematically rip off people.
But who's doing
just like
it?
taxes, like the conglomerates, the oligarchies, whoever controls the oil barrels. It's like all like a trickle down.
Well, you hit the nail on the head because
systematic scam.
it's not just gas; it's oil.
That's
And
all
actually,
where it comes from. Where do you think gas comes from?
Well, gas is just one of the products that comes
Yes.
from crude oil.
Yep.
There are actually over 4,000 products that come
Exactly.
from crude oil. So, like the price of diesel, the price of jet fuel, the price of heating oil,
Yeah.
the price of plastic components.
Yeah.
If any one of those things has a disruption in it, maybe the price of gas will change, and that's why it is so inconsistent.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, there's wars going on in the Middle East, and that
Oh, yeah.
disrupts the supply.
Oh,
so,
yeah, those are necessary, right?
I'm not sure if you saw the other day, but
Yeah, those are necessary.
Israel was bombing Iran. Where do you think a lot of our oil comes from? Right over in that
Yeah.
Middle East area. So that's why you're seeing fluctuations in prices. Because when you see a disruption in supply, that's when the price really starts to spike.
They create a false to justify price gouging.
Price gouging. How do you think it's price gouging?
Well, think about it. As travel season's coming up, right? The peak travel season's coming up. As gas prices are estimated to hit the $4 mark. Right now, they're currently what, $3.60, $3.70
Yeah,
in
but
our area.
why is that price gouging?
Because they're using that to gouge. Think about
Gouge?
it.
But it's supply and demand. Okay, so I'll give this X here.
Okay.
Because that's our supply and demand curve, right?
Right.
So when supply and demand are together in the middle of these graphs, these curves, then everyone who wants the product can get the product.
I get you what
But
you
now,
mean by
when the
gouging. They're not
demand goes
gouging.
up,
Exactly.
the price
They're taking
has to go up.
advantage. They're taking
They are
advantage.
not taking
It's
advantage.
just
When the
they
price goes up, when the demand goes up, the price has to go up. Otherwise, there'll be
are.
outages.
Gas is going to be there no matter what.
No, it's not. Okay, here's a
How
great
come
example.
it always is? Then?
Well, it's not because do you remember when Sheetz did their promotion on 4th of July?
Mhm.
They said, "All right, we're going to sell gas for $1." So for 1776 for the
Yeah.
signing of the declaration. So they said, "All right, gas is going to be $1.77.6."
Mhm.
And guess what happened? They ran out of gas like in a couple hours.
All right.
So yeah, when you lower the price, there's going to be outages.
They knew they were going to do that. They're not going to sit there and sell that gas for days and days and days. Of course, they're going to run out of gas. Why do you think you see the people at those Costco's or the DJ clubs or whatever lined up around the corner to buy gas for whatever cheaper than what it is on the street? And they use their little rewards cards and stuff. That's why I'm saying I think there's more to it. It is what it is. It's a frustrating.
Well, I'm just like
subject.
I'm frustrated when people say it is a scam because it's definitely not a scam.
Okay.
It's definitely not price gouging. If they lower their prices artificially, there's going to have outages. Like, do you remember back in the 70s? While I was researching, I wasn't alive when they put in price controls. So they said the price of gas is too damn high, so you can't raise gas above a certain price. Well, people would wait in lines at every gas station, wait in lines for hours, and they'd be running out of gas in their car while they're waiting to get gas, and the gas stations ran out of gas. So if you don't have price discovery, then you have outages. So, like, which one do you want? Do you want a low price, but you can't get it, and you're waiting in bread lines, you're waiting in gas lines, and it runs out. So that's why they have to raise the price if you want to serve everyone.
I feel like there should be a happy medium in there.
This is the happy medium. This is where supply meets demand.
Like, it should be a happy because I mean,
Well,
when the initial price,
The pipeline
okay,
would have been
okay,
done.
go with supply and demand.
Supply and demand. It's a simple supply and demand equation.
Go to supply and demand. When the price goes down,
Yes.
everyone hops up on it like flies on shit because they're like, oh my god, gas prices are so low, and they're worried
Right.
that it's going to go back up right away.
So they go buy it, and then price goes back up.
But if it doesn't go back up, eventually it'll level off.
Nope.
I'm not saying it has to shoot down to $1 a gallon,
Mm.
but if it were to shoot back down to $2 something a gallon, at first everyone's going to freak out and buy gas because they're going to worry about it going back up, but eventually it's going to level off because it becomes normal.
Good. So we got one half of the equation. Let's look at the other half, the suppliers. So the people out there in the field drilling for oil, the people who are operating the refineries, well, then they're not making money because they're not selling as much. So what do? The first thing they do is they cut their supply because they're making excess and they're not making money. So they cut their supply. The price goes right back up. So it's a give and a take. Everyone thinks like, oh, you're charging us too much. You're evil. You're assholes. Like, well, do you want the gas? Yeah, you want the gas, so you got to pay.
I feel like if it eventually it would level out. That's my thought process.
We got a couple comments coming in.
No, not yet. Well, I mean, Pauletta said gas prices were down during COVID.
Yeah, because during COVID, everyone couldn't leave their house.
Yeah.
Literally, we couldn't buy gas because we couldn't use gas because our tanks were all sitting there full. People weren't getting gas for a whole month at a time. So, yeah, the usage went extremely down. So the price went extremely down. But guess what happened? Just what I was describing. The suppliers cut their production levels extremely low. And that's why the price eventually started ramping up and getting really high because they can't turn it on and off just like a switch. It takes a lot of time for these offshore oil rigs to boot up and shut down and do all these different complex things. We're just sitting there like, I want low gas prices, but we're just seeing one tiny little piece of it. It's a whole big iceberg.
So do you feel like gas prices going up is inflation?
Yeah, definitely. Gas prices is a big part of the inflation equation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So gas prices going up is literally inflation. But if you look at the price of gas versus like the price of housing has gone up really high and it has not come down at all. And, people are freaking out about that, but they're not having the psychological effect of going and watching the slot machine in reverse. Like, I'm getting charged. Well, people buy a house like, oh, yeah, I'm just going to live in it for the next 30 years. And, all those complexities go with that.
I'm having a complexity right now because I'm literally like doing this. My legs are about to start shaking and knowing I'm not having an orgasm because I'm like holding my legs together and I'm fat. So I'm like, because I'm literally like squeezed in between you guys.
You can't be man spreading.
Yeah, I can't.
Right.
Oh God, so wide.
We're not building the pipeline. So what Nick said, just pay more for gas and shut the fuck up and accept it.
Yeah.
You fucking liberals.
Give me all your money.
In a nutshell, shut the fuck up and pay
We
it.
should have started off with dope.
Now, if we did actually start building that pipeline again, and by the way, pipelines are crisscrossing this entire country, thousands of miles.
For sure.
I'm not sure why we're freaking out about one pipeline when they're everywhere. But if we did build that pipeline, maybe we could get some lower prices. But
for sure.
Everyone's like, yeah, let's shoot ourselves in the foot. Let's pay the high prices to some guys over there in Russia, and everything's going to be hunky-dory. Yeah, you're right. Why don't we just start supplying more from our own wells in this country?
Yeah, that's what I guess the theory was about good 4 years back and everything. And it was kind of seemed like it was working. And then, it turned to all this bullshit and push. And it just seemed like everybody was out greeting everybody. And I don't know. I just hate to see normal people suffer, I guess, and they are suffering. It's gouging into their budget, and then the direct result of higher shipping costs, which is due because you need fuel to transport, is affecting other products, on the shelves that people need to survive, such as food and such, and diapers and all that crap. But,
well, that kind of balances off with a different aspect, which is the wages that people are getting raises at work. So now we're in this spiral, this wage
greed.
price. Well, I'm not sure how it's
paying
greed.
people more. Are you getting paid anymore?
Hell no.
Hey, are you, John?
Door dashing. But I mean,
there's the problem.
I mean,
greed.
but I mean, at my job, I mean, I'm getting paid more than I was at an old job. But at the same time, like what I'm making now should have been 20 years ago been very sufficient. But now it's like,
it hasn't covered the cost of the increase.
Yeah, exactly.
In society.
Oh, John, I'm not saying that like you're rich or something,
but
but
the problem.
Haven't you gotten a couple increases though? And that's going into the cost of living. Cost of living is going up. Wages are going up. It's this spiral. So everything comes back to the crux of the situation is frickin' inflation.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And that's actually what the hourly people get there's a thing of cost of living raises
Yep.
at work.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's an election year, so this is good news for the people. It's coming up for a big election year. So all those lobbyists out there that we call politicians do good stuff for the people. You politicians / lobbyists, pass
Do we
it
have another
back to the
comment?
people.
And then hurricane season will knock out a few oil drillers. Paul
Of
just said.
course, yeah.
Yeah, every year.
Yeah, a boat to the
seasonality.
bridge, and then that's got to raise. You just can't drive around the wreckage and everything. It's going to stop production all around the world.
Oh, look who we got here.
Hello,
Look
hello.
who we got here.
Well, segment time. Somebody's late.
We had to change the name of our episode.
No, I like how I'm in the middle, so I can't be the one to leave. Everyone's like, here, take mine.
Listen, guys, I was gonna be here. We had so much planned. We were gonna talk. We were gonna chat. It was gonna be fun. My car got towed Saturday night because I've been driving on an expired license for like
Whoopsie.
8 months.
Hey,
Mhm.
riding in the danger zone.
Expired tags too. So it took my car.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
But you're here.
But I'm here.
Yes.
I made it to
You
work.
graced us with your presence.
I did.
We'll have to ask you all 11 questions next time.
That's okay. Next time I'll be on time. I'll get my car back tomorrow. Gotta go to court. So I have four tickets.
Can we ask you one question?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
I have a few minutes.
Pick one, Nick. Okay.
Let's go with number 9.
I was going to know what number 2.
Oh, all right. What do you want? Number 9,
Not
number
even
2?
reading the questions.
All right. Bartender ear. Do you hear all of our dumb comments while we talk to each other while you're bartending?
Yes, absolutely.
And what is the, without self-incriminating anything, what is the craziest patron story you've heard while bartending?
I heard a couple break up last week.
Wow.
You heard of what?
I think everybody heard the couple breaking up last week. There was a couple that was sitting in a booth. They had been here like 2 weeks prior, and I heard them fighting. So they came back, and they were sitting in a booth this time, not at the bar. Got nothing to drink.
Very private.
They were
booth.
both sitting there sobbing. Then they started screaming.
Oh, wow.
It was really fun. She was like, this isn't what I want anymore. I feel like you hate me. And then I came back over to see if they wanted anything to drink. And then overheard the whole I don't hate you. I don't like who you've become. I was like, I gotta walk away.
there it is.
I gotta walk away.
There it is.
from
Yep.
this. Yeah. So that was really fun. That's, recently the most fun thing I've heard.
That's like from a rom-com. Like, I'm going to break up with her in a public restaurant so she won't make a
That's
scene.
so embarrassing. And they both made a scene anyway. He was just as bad as her. He was crying too. Yeah.
Well, I'd be remiss if I said I'd never cried at a bar.
I've cried here too. This is my favorite place to cry, actually. I love it.
You go to work just to cry and let it all out.
Yeah, it's therapy for me.
Well, what's the walk-in cooler for, really?
Right?
Or is that just like a restaurant thing or more of a
No,
bar atmosphere?
No, we definitely still do it here.
Well,
Some of the servers make out with the cooks in the walk-in. Sometimes that's really fun to walk into.
Oh, shit.
Sorry, not any of the servers that work here now. I've never caught any of them.
I was going to say, self-incriminating. Self-incriminating.
Plead the fifth.
Who used to work here. He.
And we'll guess who that is on subsequent episodes of the show. We won't spill the beans until we're sure they're not coming back.
That's a talk for next week.
All right, I gotta get question 9 for you,
Okay,
and then
go ahead.
if you gotta go,
Then I'll go.
what is your favorite bug?
My favorite bug.
Yes.
Oh, I wish I'd worn shorts today. I have bug tattoos on my legs, and I'm sure you guys, I don't know if you guys have noticed that they're bugs, but I have a moth and a dragonfly and a bumblebee. Probably, I wouldn't even say any of those. I don't know.
Whoa.
Say praying mantis.
Praying mantises are cool. No, I definitely give them credit for what they got going on. They're cool.
Well, yeah, because they the lady praying mantis rips the head off the
Yeah.
man.
Off the guy.
They're
Yeah.
sick.
Just
That's
like-
that's
it's just like
sick
real life.
stuff.
Man
It's just like real life.
Probably got to go with like a centipede. Not gonna lie.
centipede.
They're cool. They're creepy and weird and kind of gross,
Okay, so you like
but I think they're cool.
you like the 100 legs. You're not gonna go with a millipede for the 1,000 legs.
I think that's a bit excessive.
How do you think centipedes have sex? Do they have like a dick between every leg?
And here's another one of John's gross comments.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna hand it back to Scotty.
All righty.
Peace out, podcast.
Thank you very much,
Thanks,
Maddie. for coming
Maddie.
on.
Anytime, guys.
Glad you made it.
Maddie. Can I get up?
You gonna ask me to do my job now?
You,
Yes!
you dick.
Please.
Get a spare. We're going to tow you.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. There's our cover girl of the week, Maddie, the bartender extraordinaire. We got to ask her questions 2 and 9, but we got a couple more for when she comes back around again, probably next week.
All right.
Cool.
So the other one that I love when Scotty walked in yesterday, didn't even say hi. We were just like, "What's up, Scotty?" He goes, "All right, this is a good one for tomorrow." Like, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Rats chowing down on the Mary Jane.
The Mary Joannas?
Right. Yeah. So apparently, since it was 420, good like around March, the New Orleans Police Department, depleted, very bad shape. Someone had gotten into the evidence room, and a bunch of marijuana was missing. So they said the rats ate it.
Now, did they actually figure it out that that actually happened, or was that like
yeah, there was definitely
their
rats
guess?
in there eating. I think somebody put it. I think it was a big setup.
Like it
Yeah,
wasn't
somebody stole it. They just threw some rats.
The
in there.
rats ate it.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
not
Like there
a bunch
wasn't
of
just
bullshit.
there wasn't just some dude like, dude, I saw a bunch of rats and they're all
Got
fucking
the
acting weird,
evidence.
while the dude's eyes are just bloodshot as fuck.
His eyes are redder than the devil's. Well, never mind. Taking the last ride with Mary Jane.
Yeah, but there was actually rats eating like evidence bags because there was actually proof of it gnawing on it, and droppings and a bunch of them getting in there. But the amount that was missing was very questionable.
How much can a rat eat? Oh, that's just 10 kilos, one cut Colombian.
And they had the police chief on there. The quote was like, "Oh, the rats are running around the streets high" or something. I'm like, what the fuck is this bullshit? The fucking rats are going to get into your evidence room.
Speaking of running around the streets high, how was your guys' 420 this year? Just a couple days ago.
I worked and then
Right.
worked on a car and then drank beer.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not sure if you're doing it right.
I can't.
Yeah, so this 420 was the first legal 420, so I'm sure there was a lot of people partaking. I was actually doing some door dashing, and I went to rallies, and they mentioned on 420 that they had to keep the place open for an additional hour because so many people were coming in getting their rallies on 420.
I'm sure
That is
Taco Bell was
awesome.
loving life with how much they were
Thank
making.
you.
Thanks, Maddie.
I guess it's a tradition for the people at exactly 420 on 420. They all got to like toke up or edible up or whatever the hell they're doing, I guess that's a big thing.
Well, I'm not sure if you could get an edible at exactly 420 because edibles don't actually work
I don't know.
until you start talking shit about them.
What happened to you with your edibles the other day?
Well, this wasn't the other day. It was a while ago where it just became legal, and I was like, oh great, the weed is legal all across the land of Ohio, so maybe I should partake my once out of 10 years enjoying the delicious and psychoactive effects. So I went to the vending machine. I said, I'll have one weed, please. And the vending machine popped out one weed. And I said, okay, great. I'm gonna take this one weed while I'm setting up for the show. Well, it turned out there's 2 little gummies in there. So I popped the first one, and I was setting up all of our equipment. And lo and behold, something wasn't going quite right. One of our cords, like an inch short, or I can't remember exactly what it was. So like, you know what? I'm popping the other one right now as well. And that was a little bit of a mistake. But I didn't know for another 2 hours and 30 minutes until it kicked in.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there just hanging out with one of our other co-hosts, and I looked over and I said, is this song really playing on the jukebox right now? And he looked up and it was like, I don't know, like Dark Side of the Moon or something like that. But what I heard was, wom, 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 wom. And I knew something was kicking in.
You didn't know that shit would sneak up on you, did
No, 2.5 hours later, what a delayed fuse.
you? Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so I fell into another couple of gummies recently from a nice man at the gas station
Yeah.
who gave them to me for free out in the parking lot.
Oh.
And I thought there's nothing shady about that.
Oh, no. Nothing could go wrong there. Huh?
Well, I walked out to my car at 3 in the morning, and this guy said hey, can I see your hammer? I was like, okay.
You seem like a perfectly good guy to buy this off of.
No, buy. No, there was no
He
buy.
asked me to see his hammer. He asked me to see his hammer and gave me free gummies. This is a great idea.
Did you pull a claw hammer out of your trunk? Like, where's my gummies?
Well, I didn't
Here's
know
my
there was.
hammer.
I didn't know there was gummies involved. I just thought there was a hammer borrowing situation.
Right. Yeah, he needed to nail a board in at 3 a.m.
I thought it was just being altruistic. So the dude was like, all right, well, I'll just hop in your car. And he hops in my car, and he gives me some gummies. I'm like, that's cool. Let's go. He was like, all right, let's go to Geneva on the Lake. I was like, nah, let's go somewhere else. Somewhere else closer.
Geneva on the Lake. We gonna rent a hotel? You guys gonna snuggle? You gonna have your gummies? What the,
hammer
what the
each other.
He's like, oh, well, I guess I know a guy in Eastlake.
Repair the place.
So I gave him a ride to Eastlake. I'm like, the lights are all off. Like, are you going to be
Oh, no
okay
shit.
going in here? And he's like, yeah,
Worried
I'm fine. I know the back door's unlocked. And he just disappeared. And I said, all right, I guess time to get out of here. But, he seemed like a good dude.
Well, thank
But-
God you made it back alive.
I can't get anybody to take these gummies with me. I still have them. Nobody else will go for it.
Okay, I'm going to give you a hint. Throw them things in the trash.
Yeah. Just,
And
look,
don't go.
look,
Don't
take them.
don't go back to that house either.
Yeah.
Report it to the police immediately.
Don't take them. If you do, no, dinosaurs do not exist anymore. You did not see one walking around your living room.
Well, I thought maybe I was going to do them for the eclipse, but I forgot. I thought maybe I was going to do them for 420, but I couldn't get anybody else to partake because they didn't like that I got the gummies from some strange man at a gas station at 3 in the morning.
So you do have smart friends.
I guess. I thought I had dumb friends.
Wow. We take offense to that.
Hey, I resemble that
We're
statement.
the smartest. I resemble that remark. We're the smartest dummies you know.
All right, so if you're so smart, what does this phrase mean?
What?
Put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it.
I do not remember.
Hey, smart guy, you told me to ask you this yesterday.
Nick's like, are you going to remember when I asked you this? And I went, wait, okay, what did it mean again? And he told me, and I go, yeah, I'll fucking remember that.
Oh, yeah.
Totally don't remember it.
All right, smart guy, rack your brain. Put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it.
I don't remember.
I'll give you a hint.
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Thumb wrestling.
Thumb wrestling? Was that it?
No. No, that's just a witnessing of the thumb wrestling from yesterday.
Oh, so what was it? Because I don't remember.
You said something about 420 being reversed.
Oh! Yes!
You fucking
Yes!
stoner.
Okay.
Short-term
So-
memory, mother.
Fuck Philip McCrevis because he's like, that's stupid. But once every 100 years, the month, the date, and the year align, where if you reverse it, it's the same in reverse.
Oh, so you didn't tell me it was once every 100 years.
I did say that. You're stupid.
Oh, I wasn't listening then.
So if you reverse 420, 2024, it turns into 420, 2024.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Oh, shit. 420. Oh, it's a palindrome. If you can tell me another instance of a palindrome, I will finish my beer right now. Scotty, you can be honest.
I jacked
I'm
off
just
twice on Sunday. Does that count?
No, it doesn't.
It was a repeat event.
Oh, my God. It's the same forwards and backwards.
Oh, okay.
Right. Well, he jerked off at 4:20 a.m. and 4:20 p.m.
Yeah.
That doesn't count
So
military
chug it
time.
up.
That doesn't count military time. You drink yours.
Yeah, you fucking palindrome.
You palindrome. I'll give you like 5 of them.
Right.
All right. First one, this might confuse you guys, but a Santa at NASA.
Santa's flying in space?
It's the same forward and reverse.
Right.
Okay. Race car.
Race car, there it is.
Race car.
Mom,
There you
Dad,
go. There you go.
race car,
Right. Right.
a Santa at NASA.
Mhm.
There you go, palindrome. That's our random fact of the afternoon.
Random fact.
We're a bunch of fucking idiots.
All righty, so
You
if
should have seen us fucking trying to figure this shit out last
All right.
night. It was fantastic.
Oh yeah, we got some, and we do have some gummies for sale.
I wouldn't even know how much to sell them for. So I have no idea what the hell's in them. They look all sparkly.
All right. So save that for a little bit.
Well, let me know when you want trivia because I got to grab my laptop.
Yeah, actually, I mean, I think potential spam.
Trivia.
So I think, what's some trivia, and then we'll get into
Trivia.
this afterwards.
All right, well, I didn't know if you want to do some wacky-ass shit on the back or you want to go trivia now.
Let's go trivia.
Trivia.
All right, let me grab my
Trivia.
laptop. Can you guys sing the trivia song?
Yeah.
Trivia, fuck yeah. Coming
Yeah.
again to say the motherfucking day, yeah. Trivia,
Trivia.
fuck yeah. So
We'll go-
lick my butt and suck on my balls, trivia.
A palindrome. Eat some gummies and answer some questions. Gas station trivia.
Gas station trivia.
Gas station, gas station trivia is like the only. Do you have $1 I can get off you? No, I'm broke. And then you go in and buy beer and then like make sure, or like those people that say, "Hey, can I use your phone?" Clearly, the phone is in your pocket, that big ass square in your pocket. You're like, "Nah, sorry, I don't have my phone on me."
You go, no.
No. Okay, we'll start with the hardest question first. Now,
Mount
you guys-
Everest.
If you, Mount Everest.
No.
Well, okay, let's
don't know.
reframe it. So, you got Mount Everest before I even asked the question. That's fantastic.
I know.
So I was going to ask, what's the highest mountain peak in the world? Mount Everest.
The mountains on the course
Everest.
like hands.
Everest.
Tap the Rockies.
That'll be you. That'll be you after you eat them gas station gummies.
The highest mountain is me, bro. That's the highest mountain. Here is the trick question number 1. Mount Everest is the highest mountain. What is the tallest mountain in the world? Now, highest mountain is the tallest tip.
Yes,
The
Yeah.
tallest mountain is the biggest from base to tip.
yes, because of sea level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That is the question for you
the
guys.
K2?
K2. That is incorrect. Take a sip.
Is it Kilimanjaro?
Kilimanjaro. Incorrect. Take a sip.
I'm not going to do this all day because I'm not going to know this.
All right. You get one more chance.
Something like that.
One more chance, and it's definitely a trick question. It's one that you would not think of, except you got to think about the base to the tip.
Appalachians.
Mount Titicaca?
Mount Titicaca. That's hilarious. I'll drink to that. Ask gas or grass. Nobody rides for free.
I don't know. What
All right,
It's got to be overseas
I'll
somewhere.
give you one big hint.
Oh.
So when you're measuring from the base to the tip, if you're
Measure from the bottom
if you're
to make it longer.
if you're already on a if you're already on a continent, then it's not going to go up as high. But if you start from the bottom of the ocean, then it could be much taller, but you don't even see it. So the start of this mountain starts underneath the ocean, and it rises above the ocean.
Okay, see, that's what I tell people. Like, it's not small. I'm just fat. So if you
It's-
push the fat
It's
back,
just
it's
mostly
bigger.
hidden down there. God damn.
Okay,
Another Nasty John story. That's Bing 3.
brutality.
Abnormality.
Blaming it on the
Bing.
ocean.
Okay, so this has to do with the ocean.
It's not the motion of the ocean. It's the size of the ship.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I don't know.
how you work it.
It's a volcano that starts from the bottom of the ocean and rises above the ocean and has some above the surface. as
Yeah,
well.
the motherfucking iceberg that sank the Titanic? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
All right, I'll make it easier for you. What country is it in?
It's somewhere over in Europe, I'm guessing.
Europe? What do you think? What country?
Australia.
Australia. Wrong and wrong. It's in the United States.
Ah.
Now, what kind of island chains do we have in the United States? Everybody pulling teeth now.
Hawaii.
Hawaii. Yes.
Because Hawaii has a lot of the volcanoes and
Yes,
shit.
yes. It's Manoa Koa. It starts from the bottom of the ocean, and from the bottom of the ocean all the way up to its peak. It actually is taller, but not higher than Mount Everest.
Ah, interesting.
Yep, because
Interesting.
Hawaii has the mountains and the volcanoes. Like, yep.
Okay, let's get a maybe easier one. What is the tallest mountain? And there's two names for it. I'll accept either. What is the tallest mountain in North America?
North America.
North America. You got plenty to choose from. Anything up from Alaska all the way down to Central America. North America, tallest mountain.
Everest.
And there are two names for it. One of them is the name of a president, by the way. And the other one is the name of a car. Well, vehicle.
Abraham Lincoln. The Lincoln. The Lincoln.
The Lincoln. What the hell's the Lincoln?
Mount
Monument.
Lincoln.
Mount Lincoln.
Mount Lincoln.
I think you just made that up.
No, because that's the name of a car. It's the name of a car.
No, two
Yeah,
different
the
names, right? One was a president, the other one's the name of a vehicle. Not the same thing.
Well, wait, didn't you say that it's also the name of a president?
One of the names for the mountain is the name of a president. The other name of the mountain is the name for a vehicle.
A Lincoln is a vehicle.
Yeah, but a Lincoln is also a president.
All right.
So it'd have to be two different names. One is the name of a president, the other one's the name of a vehicle.
McKinley.
Hey, there it is.
The
Mount
what?
McKinley.
Yeah. You never drove it to McKinley?
No.
Well, the new-
Apparently my life sucks and I don't experience shit.
The new name for it is Denali.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mount
Okay.
McKinley, a.k.a. Denali. So you win, we have to drink, and now you can have a question about mountains or anything
Oh,
else.
I got to ask questions?
Oh, yeah.
All right. What's the longest mountain chain?
Well, it depends how you measure it.
Oh.
Because the Rocky Mountains go all the way down
Yep.
into South America, become the Andes. So I'm just going to stick with the Rockies.
No, it's the Andes.
Fuck! I outsmarted myself. Damn it! I got a drink. All right. Well, I guess we'll take pity on Jasana and let him have a question. You've always been answering everything wrong.
Yeah, well, I answer everything wrong because I don't know what the fuck I'm asking. Okay. What are the names of these mountains?
Valleys.
Big Titicaca?
You both got a drink. They're called Mount Jasanta.
Mount Jasana. God damn it. All right. Cheers. I can't believe we're drinking to your
I don't know.
moves.
Have you guys ever actually seen the Rocky Mountains, though? Like in person?
Kind of.
Yeah, I can go past them.
Oh, okay. I just say I've flown over them. Flying over them is very incredible. Have you ever seen the Rocky Mountains? Now, did you visit or did you?
Well, okay, so I was down in like Arizona, Utah, Nevada, so not really prominent down there, but yeah, I've flown over like Detroit, not Detroit, Denver. God damn it. I flew over the mountains in Detroit. I'll drink to that.
Detroit Mountains. I got a trivia question.
Okay, good, because I got a hard one coming up.
All right. How much, and like none of that sea level ocean shit, measuring whatever, how much area of all landmass of all the Earth, what is the percentages made up by mountains?
18%.
Close.
I heard the ocean takes up like 60
Nah, wait
something
till that's
percent.
there.
Ocean is 75.
Right.
75.
You can't be
taken on the
measuring
mountains.
mountains by, ocean crud.
No,
Josiah just proved that mathematical equation.
It's by land mass.
Yeah,
not
this
ocean.
what's out open land.
How
None of
much?
that
How
water
much of
shit.
how much of the world's land mass is by
Is this
mountains?
How much of the land is mountains? What
Is this
is
the
it?
closest without going over?
He was close. Yeah, he was close.
Closest without going
Yeah,
over?
he was close.
$1.
$1. Hey,
1%.
1%.
No, I was close, but didn't go over.
It's about one.
You want to guess above me?
20%.
Oh, damn it. I want to go like one
You want
above
to go
you.
19.
Damn it.
Or 17. That's how you do that.
The price is
That's
wrong,
about-
Bob.
It's about 1/5. I was shocked to actually hear that, but the mountain ranges and such. And
Okay, I got two more, but I
Okay.
don't think you're going to know this one. So, because this other one is the most prominent peak in the continental United States, and prominence means like how high does the peak go like around above the surrounding area. So the tallest in the country is McKinley, and that's up in Alaska. Now we're talking about continuous United States, the 48, the most prominent peak.
The most prominent peak?
Yeah.
And where?
United States, but only the 48.
Everest?
United States.
Oh.
Everest is in Asia.
I thought it was in Washington.
You know,
That's what I thought. I thought it was in like Alaska.
oh my God, dude. You know, my mom must think you guys are really dumb. She's like, no one's going to get these questions. Why don't you just ask them what the continents are? Like,
Nah,
everybody
come on.
knows what the continents are.
We know.
Wow,
Mountain
I'm glad your mom has confidence. Listen, Philip McCrevis's mom. Africa is a continent.
Okay, well, let's skip the hard ones
Yeah,
then.
no, hold on. Let me think about this. Mount Hawaiian check.
And also, I have the list of the 477 highest mountains in America.
Do I know what the highest mountain is on a Sunday at noon when I wake up with the boner?
Where's that laugh button?
Yeah.
Applause.
What is the
Thank you so much.
Do we have more comments coming in?
what is the steepest mountain?
Steepest?
Steepest.
Oh, I don't know that. In America or everywhere?
Anywhere.
The steepest?
The steepest.
Oh, shit. Matterhorn.
Nope.
Rockies.
Nope.
The steepest peak or the steepest mountain chain?
The steepest fucking mountain. That's
Steepest
what the fucking thing said.
Well, I don't know. There's
It's called the Gangka.
Genga.
Yeah, and it's actually like a weird fact. Like the country that has the most mountains, it's in Bhutan or whatever that place is.
It's not Nepal?
No, Bhutan.
Nepal?
Yeah, Nepal. No, it's Bhutan.
Is that one of those like places with like?
I don't know. I just read it on the internet thinking I'm gonna fucking be a
Oh,
mountain
so you
expert.
cheated.
I don't know, I
You
didn't look.
You
I
researched.
couldn't even look. Something came up, and then I got 2 minutes of research in.
All right.
What's the other one? What you got, Nick?
So I
Comments?
figured maybe we could talk about the next subject, right?
You're tired of mountains already?
I don't know shit
You
about
say
mountains.
one more
I
question.
don't know shit.
Ah, now
Okay,
I'll
you got
get my
one. You got
mountain
one more. You got
knowledge
one
back.
more.
All
Go
right,
for it.
final
One more.
question. Final
One more.
question. What is the most famous mountain in the Swiss Alps and is also the name of a ride
The
at
Matterhorn.
Disneyland? Damn it, he got it.
What was it?
Matterhorn.
Yeah, because I just said it
I was
earlier.
going to say like Space Mountain, like Ric Flair.
All right, we can't talk about mountains forever. Cheers for trivia. We all
Hey.
sucked at this one. Next week we'll
Yeah.
have something a little easier, probably,
All right. We'll get
All
it.
right.
like the name of the continent.
All right. So, Scotty, you'll understand this a little bit, quite a bit. Nick, you'll understand it too. But I feel like we could start off with Nirvana versus Foo Fighters, and that'll kind of lead into the next subject. a
Oh,
little
the
bit.
battle of the bands.
Yeah,
huh?
that'll kind of lead into the character ass appreciation, which we will get to after this. But kind of going by 90s grunge, kind of 90s, music. So Nirvana or Foo Fighters because of Dave Grohl.
Oh, Foo Fighters, for sure.
You really?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, that's surprising.
Exclusively for Grohl. Nirvana was innovating, but Grohl, he played drums, and, he played everything. Grohl is just, he was Nirvana, in my opinion. I mean,
Grohl was Nirvana?
in my opinion.
I feel,
What?
In my opinion.
Not Kurt Cobain?
well, so Grohl did have some very cool drum moments in Nirvana.
He did a lot of backings, too.
Yes, but also at the same time, Kurt Cobain with his lyrics and just his stage presence.
And do you know how they came up with the lyrics for "Smells Like Teen Spirit"?
It was like a cologne or perfume or something like that. There was like some kind of a perfume or cologne that was called Teen Spirit.
That
So-
is how they came up with the name, but you know how they came up with all the lyrics throughout the song? They came up with like random ass shit. They're like, people will like this song even if we say random things throughout the song. That's why like sometimes you're like, what the hell are they talking about? And they said like we're it's like they're reflecting it back on the viewers, on the fans. Like we can put together a song that's random as hell and people are still gonna like it.
And literally the fucking name of the song was named after a scent.
Yeah. Here we are now, instigators. Life is stupid and contagious.
And then getting back to the subject too is what I heard. Because let's just face it, Cobain was a whack job, right? He was. You see how he turned out, but it was instrumental what Grohl did because he flowed the songs, got him into shape, beat him into shape, kept all the band in line, and he did like all the little things to make a song work behind the scenes. Plus, was it part of the band? That's why I have such respect for him. And the work showed in the pudding after Nirvana was gone and Grohl moved on with the Foo Fighters
Yes.
and such. So that's why I have to give props to Grohl. One of my all-time, one one of the favorite musicians, like, out of the grunge era scene and all that. It's definitely David Grohl.
Well, yeah, Dave Grohl is definitely the man, but I feel like Nirvana was more about Kurt Cobain. He was like the front man. He was like,
Yeah.
he was getting all the accolades. He was doing all the singing.
And it was industry changing what he did. You introduced grunge, but grunge was like kind of all there.
Now, some
in the Seattle scene.
people hate grunge and Nirvana because they feel like it took away from the metal era.
Yeah,
the
absolutely,
metal era.
for sure. But
Yeah.
bands like Soundgarden, they were like into that, and they just morphed. They went with the
Pearl
times.
Jam and stuff like that.
All these bands are smart enough to morph, and Pearl Jam came out. They were called Mookie Blaylock. Nobody would even know that. And then Mookie was like, "Yeah, I'm cool with it." He's a basketball player. And then they were like, "Okay, this heavy metal. Let's get into the grunge. This is what's up and coming." They were smart enough to go along with the flow.
So with Foo Fighters, that song "My Hero," which is a fantastic fucking song. Everyone thinks it's about Kurt Cobain, and Dave Grohl will not say it is. He will not admit it, but everyone thinks that song "My Hero" is about Kurt Cobain.
All right, I'm feeling kind of grungy. I feel like we're getting a little bit into the grunge. I think maybe we need a palate cleanser. John, can you flip over and get us a topic from the random bullshit, and then we'll go back to the character appreciation of the week.
Okay.
What kind of random bullshit do you want from the backside?
Oh, and quick trivia question: What was the third member's name?
So this was this is what we were trying to figure out last night. This is like the whole. It went from all this smart shit about mountains and gasoline and like intellectual shit to do my fingers smell? What's your favorite smell? What's the best bathroom in Willoughby?
Oh, I got his spit beer all over my phone.
He's spit beer everywhere. He's erupting over
Tiny
there.
Tim wasn't so tiny after all.
Like,
Him and his crutches weren't so small after all. Don't be small.
I don't even understand what the hell that even means.
You wrote it.
I don't know.
Bitches bitching about bitches being bitches.
That's my next hit single.
Okay.
Bitches
No, but
bitching
actually,
about
here's
bitches
one.
Being bitchy.
Here's one. Where do you guys put in your ramen?
Ooh. Well, since we're paying more for gasoline, I think I'm going to have to start eating it raw.
Can't afford water?
No, I would drown it in milk.
Oh, God. Hot sauce, a hard-boiled egg. I mean, if you get fancy, some onions and stuff, but...
No, I put it in them little cheesy poos.
Oh, do you
really?
put cheesy poofs in it?
Yeah, they crinkle and they make it.
Don't they get soggy, though?
Yeah, it tastes like cheese,
It's almost like shrimp crackers
It
from a
is.
Chinese joint.
Kind of is. Like
Yeah.
cheesy poos.
Well, my key is I use milk instead of water. It makes it come out like really creamy, kind of like that word I always forget.
Jizz?
No, Jesus. You know,
You walk right into that.
Thank you.
it's like that Italian dish. It's like a frittata, but not. What the hell is it called?
Finger jizz ramen noodles.
Okay.
Alfredo?
Okay, we got from Paletta. Carrots,
Oh.
celery, and peas with water.
Oh, carrots, celery, and peas. I am a big fan of peas. The power pellets.
Actually, you know, it's funny. Mr. Philip McCrevis, when I was shopping, I'm buying ramen noodles.
That's right.
He's with me. He goes, hey, get these things of mixed vegetables. You do this, you do that. Those mixed vegetables are still sitting in my fucking freezer.
You didn't try it?
No, I can't remember about it. And by the time I eat the ramen, I'm already fucking hammered. I'm like, I'm just gonna cook the ramen. So I have to actually ask you at a time where I'm gonna text you and be like, okay, I'm gonna ask right now also, what is your recipe with like the mixed vegetables with the ramen?
Okay, step one.
And
Don't touch that sink. Leave the water in the sink. What you do is you put milk over the ramen noodles instead of water. It makes it come out like that Italian dish that I can't remember the name of. Makes it all nice and creamy.
Come.
That's not Italian.
He did it again. He did it again.
Dude. You know when you get knocked down and you get back here, like, I'm still going. I didn't hear no bell, and I just hit you again.
Don't eat any ramen noodles from this man. Do not do it.
Risotto. That's what I was thinking of. Risotto.
Oh,
It comes out like risotto.
right.
So then you put it in the microwave for 3 minutes and 33 seconds on power 7. And then after that, you put in the mixed vegetables or the power pellets, a.k.a. peas. Then you put it in for another 3 minutes and 33 seconds on power 7. Then after that, then comes the shredded cheddar or whatever shredded cheese you have. And that melts it up, gets it all nice and yum, yum, yum. And then when you get the spices, I got to get you some frickin' spices, man, because that flavoring packet, that'll put you in an early grave. So I put in, like some pepper flakes and maybe some Italian seasoning. And after that, I get real wacky with it. Then I put in some, I top it off with some nuts. And then I top it off with some salsa.
When he says nuts, he calls me over and I dip my nuts in the ramen.
No, not that kind of nuts. No,
Ball of Jasanda.
peanuts, not John nuts.
They are peanuts.
Unsalted, by the way. Unsalted nuts.
So I showered beforehand.
Yeah, so yours don't count anymore. Unsalted nuts and like salsa. You mix it all together and it creates a risotto-like substance. Not even a soup anymore. It's kind of like a porridge.
Yeah.
And it gets like all cheesy and gooey and wonderful. It's almost kind of like a macaroni and cheese type consistency. You got a little bit of a zing with the spices, and you're not ingesting mass quantities of salt from the seasoning packet.
It's step 15. Take that concoction and throw it right in the fucking garbage.
If you run out of salsa, you can use like some
DoorDash.
sriracha. Sriracha for the zing.
Ooh, that's what I'm saying. I like sriracha or hot sauce.
Oh
In
yeah.
there. Fuck yeah, dude.
There you go. And that's the concoction I've eaten for, I don't know, probably about 600 times now.
Yeah.
Try the cheesy poos with the chicken.
Now,
The
like-
chicken flavored ramen.
Now, like, is that all you do? Put cheesy poofs in it,
That's
or what else
about
you put in
I
it?
don't- I can't even make it. That's about it.
You never put like a hard-boiled egg in it
No,
or something like that?
no.
Oh, dude,
I
you gotta
I
do
eat
that.
that shit every time I eat it. Instant stomach ache.
Yeah, that does
every
happen.
time. I don't know what it
That
is.
does, yeah, that does
Maybe it's
happen.
them packets. Who
Well,
knows?
that's
The fact
great,
that it costs fucking 25 cents. That's what it is.
I can get a balanced meal with low sodium for about $1.28. I actually
Right.
figured it out.
if the gas.
It ain't ramen. It ain't ramen because low sodium.
Low
It ain't
sodium.
ramen.
I throw the flavoring packet away.
Oh, so you're that person.
And like I
Okay.
said, I get
It's a
unsalted
waste.
nuts. Hey,
Hey.
what up?
Abraham
happening?
is in the house.
Abraham in the house.
Is that the perfect bracket?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Come on in. Say hi.
Heck yeah.
Ask this man some
We're
questions.
just throwing away some ramen noodles. hey.
Hello, everybody.
What's
up?
up?
What's up?
What do you put in your ramen noodles? Do you eat ramen noodles?
I do, but people have made it for me.
Oh, you're bougie.
I,
The bougie.
I
You're
am-
bougie. He doesn't even make his own ramen noodles.
Well, we got a recipe for you. It's called
I know. I like
Commander
it
Jasanda.
hot.
You're gonna love it.
I like the shit hot.
So like hot sauce, siracha, something like that in there?
Yeah,
right?
hot sauce.
Okay.
Hot sauce,
Right.
the egg.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
see,
See,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Definitely.
A hard-boiled egg, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. It's not the same without it.
See?
It
See?
is not the
I don't know.
same. What is he like? Nah.
I don't eat
Nick
the shit,
throws
man.
away the fucking packet and fucking goes
Puts
gung-ho with all the
He puts
ingredients.
his unsalted nuts in there.
Dip that shit in there. Got to dip it in there.
He does.
Yes.
Yeah,
in
Told
there.
he's
told
got
Nick
his
I
old-
dip my nuts in
He's
his
got his
ramen
old-
noodles
what
for a
has he
little
got?
salt
His
action.
rotunda sauce or whatever the fuck he was talking about.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
shit. What we got next on there?
Well, I'm hoping Nick gets back soon because
No,
we're
I'll
at
take care of
we're
it.
at 58
See what-
minutes.
yeah. All right. I mean,
But we
Where
were
we
going to go.
where are we going to go?
The
now?
last one we were going to go is we're going to talk the character ass appreciation,
Appreciation.
and it's Dave Grohl.
Yeah.
Dave
Let
Grohl.
me see what else we got.
So every year, Dave Grohl does a barbecue for people. He cooks all the food, he provides it, and it's amazing. And just like over the last couple of years, the news is like, oh, because he's from Warren. Warren's own Dave Grohl does this, yada, yada, yada. But it's like people don't realize he's been doing this for a long time. He has been providing these barbecues, providing the food and cooking out for just people and just for people to get together, bond, and have fun. That's amazing, right?
That is amazing when you can host it. When you can host an event, you know, for everybody to come together and have a good time.
Drugs.
That's the best thing.
Yeah, yeah. And he's from Warren, which is fantastic. That
Yeah.
he's a native of this area. But I mean,
keeps it true to the people, and
Yeah,
he's good
like-
to other musicians. I heard out on the street, people come up and he likes you and stuff. He will give you advice, help, talk to you.
Yeah, he's
still some connections out. He's an upstanding guy.
he is not a douchebag,
I'd like to
which
meet
is
him someday.
fantastic.
Yeah, I'd like to hang out with a dude, meet him.
Yeah,
That might be a real cool dude to meet.
he's not a douchebag. He's fantastic. I mean, like all his interviews you see him in, like he's just a down to earth guy.
Yeah.
His mom is like one of his fucking best friends.
Yeah.
And it's like the dude is just down to earth.
From Northeast Ohio.
Yeah, and it's absolutely fantastic that he went through everything, Nirvana and then Foo Fighters, but even that, like he was actually supposed to be in the Melvins too.
Yeah, and he actually did a couple other bands. They did those crossover bands, so he's involved in like a lot of projects and stuff.
So Tenacious D,
yeah,
all their
exactly.
songs, he is their drummer.
Exactly.
He is Tenacious
Isn't
D's
that
drummer.
a cool fact? That dude does so much, and that's a musician that like people, especially from our area, should embrace and look up to. That's a character appreciation there.
Jack and Kyle have said that like he is another member of the band that you just don't see.
Right. That's so cool of him, because he does, a lot of studio work behind the scenes and everything. He lays the drum track, and that's huge in any song.
And he was in the music video when he was the devil.
Yes. Right. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Hey, host.
All right, what else?
Hey, host.
What else we got?
We just did the character ass appreciation. I got to take a fucking piss, and you're sitting over there having fun, enjoying yourself.
All right.
I got to pee.
Yeah.
No, I want you to open your mouth so I can pee in your mouth.
Yeah. Oh, you want to come this way? All right. Keep pissing at me.
But all right. I mean, I figure we're at an hour. No, we're at an hour now. So I mean, I figure like we're good, right? We're at an hour. We're good. Okay. I mean,
well, what's coming up? We got some events coming up. We got Dogfight Sports Edition coming up this Thursday at the Crafty Crab in beautiful Mayfield at the Golden Gate Shopping Plaza. 7:00, having a big Cavs party. Lay It Up Sports will be there. Tank Telecast, John Wilkes Boofing, Abraham drinking, Dogfight Sports. Going to be a huge party.
I'm John, by the way.
I'm looking at your names, the funny names for Boofing.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll dip into that real quick. The funny names for Boofing, we came up with Prison Pocket, Anal Suitcase,
Oh, no.
and then it was a Disco Dust Sphincter.
Yep, there it is. Yep, there it is. That's the name I saw. That's the name.
But I mean,
shit.
all right, at an hour, right? We're good.
Yeah.
Good.
Last words. Anything? Anyway, don't be eating gas station gummies from bums at 3:00 in the morning. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
And be kind to everybody. Treat everybody good.
Drop centers, not drugs.
Like he was saying, it's a small world. Just be nice, be kind.
There you
Don't
go.
be an asshole.
Don't be an asshole.
Don't be an asshole.
All right.
And then
Nick, come on in and say the final goodbye.
yeah. I gotta piss like a fucking racehorse, dude.
Final word. John's got to race like a piss horse. All right. Final word is you don't buy beer, you only rent it. So sometimes you got to send a fax to Cleveland. But we have been John Wilkes Booth, and honest Dave, you could tell no lie. But old John Wilkes, he was a spy. Goodbye.